Welcome to Sound Check with tonight's guest, Jim Mosley, and your host, Brian Peterson.
Hey there, welcome back to Sound Check. It's the only show where the music is clean, the beads are flying, and nobody's calling the legal department. Yeah, at least not yet. Hey, Mardi Gras wrapped up with Fat Tuesday this week, but don't you worry, this is a family-friendly show, and the only thing we are flashing tonight is our massive music library. And let me tell you, it's real and it's spectacular. It's a library with 60,000 songs, and we're adding many more each and every week. And we may have a ton of great music in our library, but we have even more songs that have actually been rejected. Yeah, coming up a little bit later, we're going to show you some of the questionable lyrics that have been rejected by our music screening team. We like to call it mean bleeps, and fortunately, you won't have to cover your ears. That's why we have the bleeps. Some things you can bleep. Music copyright is not one of them, because just like Mardi Gras beads, you can't just take music and throw it around wherever you want. Can't do it. Play the wrong song without permission, and suddenly it's not a parade anymore. It's a penalty, or maybe even worse. Tonight, we're breaking down how music copyright works, why it matters, and how Neptune makes sure your school or venue can turn the music up without getting a very unfun letter in the mail. Our Chief Operating Officer, Jim Mosley, is stopping by to break it all down for us. So grab some beads, turn up the brass, and relax. This is Neptune Soundcheck. Let's roll. Hey, last week our music team screened 208 songs, and that saved our partners a whopping 52 screening hours. Hey, that's more than your entire weekend. All right, want to hear some lyrics that our screening team rejected? It's time for Mean Bleeps.
I'm going to your ha.
What else is in the teachers of peaches? Huh? What? The pain away, the pain away, the pain away, the pain away.
I you. Oh, aren't you a big talker? The quietest ones are the wildest.
Said she with me, yeah. Ha. Ain't nothing ha about that. I don't think we can roll with that one.
Famous was harassing me. Freaky want a line of peace. Her good, I couldn't find the keys.
I just don't like the I just don't love the I just want to get and
I do whatever I want to ya. I'll nail your to the sheets. A and the sweat starts to sting ya. I like a beast.
Oh, you'd already know I'd lie to you, then lose you and break your heart. Say she ain't gonna on nobody if it ain't me.
Why this obsessed with me? I just don't understand. You the straight out, man.
Is this for real? Are we serious? We want our kids listening to this?
And that, my friends, is why we are in business. Well, our guest tonight is the Chief Operating Officer of CMC Neptune. Over the past 8 years, he's helped the company reach new heights with more than 3,000 partners across the U.S. as well as internationally. He likes to live in the fast lane, and by fast lane, I mean he loves watching F1 racing. He's my boss, he's my friend. Please give a warm welcome to the man that could shut this entire show down if he wanted to, Mr. Jim Mosley. Jim, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're extremely busy to join us.
My pleasure
today.
to be here.
I did want to ask you, do you think you could run an F1 team?
Sure. Can't be that hard.
And
You
Jim-
just got to pick the right driver and put him in the right car.
And the right driver would be?
Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen. Biggest fan ever. All right, from fun to the not so fun, it's like calling him the principal to talk about a topic that isn't as exciting to talk about, but it is very important.
Yes.
So Jim, tell us, what is music copyright?
So music copyright exists to make sure that artists, singers, songwriters, musicians, orchestras, whoever it may be involved in creating great music, that they're getting compensated for the work that they've done. Now, if you buy a CD or you purchase something from Apple streaming these days, part of those proceeds go back to the artist. But the vast majority of music these days takes place way out up in the web, over the airwaves, through radios, through streaming services. PROs, or performance right organizations, exist to make sure that even when those are being played, that the artists are being compensated. And there are 4 big agencies: CSAC, ASCAP, BMI, GMR. Those 4 PROs cover pretty much every major artist and musician across the globe, and they make sure they get paid appropriately.
So I've been to hundreds, if not thousands, of high school events. You hear music all the time. Why should athletics and athletic departments care about this?
Mainly because it's the law.
Okay, that's a
At
good
the
reason.
end of the day, the law requires that if you are playing copyrighted music, and 99.9% of the music out there is copyrighted by the artists and musicians that own it rightfully, they should be properly compensated when it is played in a public setting. And all of those places you just mentioned are public settings. Now, Houston ISD presents a really nice case study for why you should care about copyright law. In their case, it wasn't music copyright. It was actually a physical hard copy. They were caught copyrighted materials, or copying copyrighted materials, and they ended up paying a $7.8 million fine. So copyright matters, and schools need to care about it.
So what kind of licenses then do schools actually need so that they can feel secure?
The primary license is called a background music license. What that does, it ensures that any music that's being played in a public setting is actually covered and legally licensed. It's when the music is incidental to the event. Now, we might like to think people go to these games because they want to hear our music, but really, our music is creating a fantastic atmosphere. It's getting people pumped up, it's getting the athletes, the crowds, the fans all ready to go and excited, but that's not why they're there. They're there to watch the game. And so it's considered incidental to the actual event. That's what background music license covers. Now, if you're using music as integral to the activity, for example, the Winter Olympics are on right now. If you're watching ice skating, they're skating to a song, so it's very much integral. That's a whole different set of license, but 99.9% of high school activities do not fall into that category. As long as they've got a background music license, which is what CMC Neptune supplies as someone in good standing with all 4 of the big PROs, we ensure that they get paid, and therefore the schools and the venues that use our service are legally covered to play music.
All right. Well, thank you so much for clearing that up. I remember even when I was selling Game Time, I hated having to talk about music copyright. It's very confusing, but I think you laid it out for us pretty good. Thank you for taking the time. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right, so thanks again to Jim. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Soundcheck. We're going to be back next week, same time, same place. So come back and see us. Have a great week.